Hi guys, and welcome to Unit Standard 242820, Maintaining Records for a Team. So over the next 5 videos, we will break down this unit standard. I will try to explain it to make it as simple as possible, also to try to assist you to ensure that your formatives and summatives can be completed correctly. So for this video, we're starting with the first specific outcome, which is explaining why organizations record and keep information. So if I had to make it a bit personal, just to help us understand information gathering or record keeping, when I was younger, if I wanted to share a moment, I would obviously take a picture and then I would share it with my friends or family, or I'll put it in an album or put it on the wall so that later on, if someone looks at the picture, I now have a story to tell. The reason why I say this is because when I was growing up, we had cameras that still had film in it. Yes, I am from the prehistoric generation. However, today, because of smartphone technology, we tend on recording and storing information separately. Now, why would I say let's look at this personally first? Because guys, it's the same reason why organizations would want to keep and store records. For example, your close friends would obviously be much more higher up on your call list. Yes. Also, you will take multiple pictures before posting the perfect one on your social media. So all of this will fall part of information gathering. Having your networks built up, having your networks, having your social media platforms, all of this allows you to communicate, but it also allows you to share your characteristics with other people. Now, when you are working in an organization, we tend on using our characteristics to benefit the companies we work for. We tend on using our personal ambitions as well as the ambitions of the company to ensure that we can now increase the productivity or show positive balance on the bottom line. So when we enter companies, we start off as a novice, we may start off as a beginner, we may start off as the CEO, but at the end of the day, everything we then contribute to that company will be recorded, whether it is positive or negative. Now, the reasons why organizations will keep this type of information is to ensure that they also have an understanding of the staff. Remember, guys, when we are measured in terms of intelligence these days, it's not just your IQ that companies will take into consideration, it is also your EQ. How well do you interact with other people? The reason why they will measure this form of intellect as well is to ensure that for certain positions, they can map the right people to either fit into the position or mentor people to either then grow into the position. Now, once we have an understanding of the people that we work with, or if you being a team leader or manager, the people that work under you, you can then formulate the best way possible to ensure that your company's productivity has an increase or positive effect to it. However, the only way you will know this is by collecting the right type of information. Now, that is why I mentioned earlier the example with social media, isn't it? We will take 10 to 20 pictures of a certain moment. However, we will not post all of them. We will always look for the best possible image of ourselves and then post that. All of you remember, hashtag just woke up like this? I'm sure there was 20 to 30 pictures taken before the right one was selected for that hashtag. So in business as well, collecting the correct information about certain people or certain parts of the business will ensure that the most relevant information is always kept up to date and that we always know exactly where staff members stand. As I said, we have to ensure that we are capable of meeting the demands of certain production lines or certain productivities. What do I mean by that? For example, if we work in a company where we have a specialist that is doing a specialist type of position, we need to ensure that we have someone that can at least back up that specialist if that specialist cannot work for a certain period. Now, when we look at these type of situations, it is now much more important to collect the right data.